type of insurance are you guys carrying? Because you're doing some pretty big projects. You have hundreds of clients all over the place. Curious to hear your thoughts on this.
Our insurance policy isn't anything extravagant or crazy. It's your standard $1 million liability insurance. And then you also want to have that $1 million coverage for your equipment and your employees. We also have an umbrella policy. So something we recommend for all companies, whether you're a property owner or a business owner, is having an additional $1 million in an umbrella policy. Mm-hmm. It's very, very little, maybe a couple $100, but it gives you that extra padding. God forbid something were to happen or you get yourself in a hairy situation. And those things, it's just stuff that some landscapers, they just don't do, whether they cheap out on or they don't know about it. But it's very, very important because one incident can seriously mess up your business as well as affect other people, more importantly.
I want to know if you've, seen any nightmares happen out there with landscaping companies or even your own, where there wasn't the right amount of insurance and a large mess happened. Have you seen anything out there?
We've had issues that have happened to us, and then we've also had stories that we've heard of other people. Fortunately for us, we are always licensed and insured, but I mean, things happen, right? Like guys will be weed whacking, and we picked up a new client on the east side over by Brown. Oh, yeah. First job we were doing, we broke a window. It was like a $2,000 window. I never even would expect windows would cost that much, right? But instead of, a company that might not have insurance or guys that are a little less ethical, they might turn their head. They might try and point the finger somewhere else, say it wasn't them with us. Because we know we're protected, because we train our guys the right way, it's a knock on the door, apologize about the situation, and then we run it through and get it fixed right away. Other companies, to answer that second part of your question, we have seen where there was an old client of ours in Smithfield before we picked them up. They had somebody trimming their shrubs and bushes. He actually trimmed his finger, almost cut his entire finger off. He ended up suing the homeowners because he was working on their property and he didn't have proper insurance, but apparently, I don't know all the semantics of it, but they ended up having to fight and protect themselves from a guy that they hired to do work who hurt himself. And that's kind of like an example of how not having proper protection, but also ethical people on your property can come back and haunt you.